are looking at the covering. Okay, the covering here, we have the roofing sheets. Okay, we have the roofing sheets. Now we have the gutters. Okay, we have the gutters. We have the ridge cap. Okay, the ridge cap. We have nails, zinc nails. Okay, or nails generally for the sheets. Okay, then we have the we have drains. That is if we have the if. Okay, now depending on the roof pattern, okay, in some cases if you're using we have what we call trimmer. Okay, we have trimmer. All right, so if you're using if you have a concrete fascia, all right, we have the fascia. Okay, we have the fascia. Now, these are the covering of our hip roof, and now we are looking at our hip roof comes in this way. Okay, now this is a more simplified shape of a hip roof because it is sloped at 4 sides. Now for our roofing sheets, okay, you must draw out this to scale. Okay, when you draw it out to scale, like I said in the previous video, you use your scale rule to scale this roof plan, especially the one in the architectural drawing. You can use your scale to scale it. Now when you scale it, you can now be able to extract the area. Okay, you extract the area out. Okay, for this way, the same thing, so is by 2. Okay, this side now you bring it, you scale it out, it becomes by 2. Okay, so you apply, you can decide to, split this. Okay, decide to split this, get this as length, get the area. You get the area of a rectangle. So here becomes in this form. Okay, becomes in this form. Okay, then you have this as well. Okay, so you have this way too. Okay, now you get the area for this, the area for this, the area for this, then you add. Okay, you add it. Now when you add it, it becomes one side, then you multiply by 2. Okay, becomes this other side. All right, so when you do that, you get the total area of this roof with this pattern. Okay, in this way now you can decide to split this into 2. Okay, the width now you split it into 2. Okay, you just get one side, the area of one side of it, multiply by this other side 2, then by 2 again on this other side. So when you are done, you add then the total area. Okay, you have the total area. Okay, so when you have the total area, all you need to do is to now get the area of one roofing sheet. You get the total area of one roofing sheet, then divide it by one area of sheet. Okay, so that will now give you the number. Okay, the number of sheets required. Okay, so this will now enable you know the number of roofing sheets that will cover that building. Okay, so that is how you go about it. Then for your gutters, you know that your gutters, like in this case now, there is no gutter. Okay, there is no provision for gutter, except in a case where you have a shootout. Okay, you have a shootout or a porch. Okay, like this, where you have it in this form. Okay, so it means that this here now becomes the gutter. Okay, this is where the gutter is. Okay, this place is also where the gutter is. Okay, so this gutter now, you can now calculate by the length it gives from here to that point where you're taking it from. Okay, then you multiply by this other side by 2. That will give you the number of gutter that is required. Now for your ridge cap, okay, we have talked about it. For your ridge cap now has to do with the length you get from here, this way, this way, this way, this way, becomes the total length. Okay, if for example you scaled the drawing, you can use your scale rule to now add up all these distances, all these lengths, you add them up. Okay, all these parts, you add them up. They are all where the ridge cap runs. Okay, you add them up. So once you add them up, you now divide it by the length of one ridge cap. When you divide it by the length of one ridge cap, that will give you the number of ridge cap that is required for the roof. Okay, then for the nails, okay, the nails now is dependent on the spacings that the carpenter intend to fasten. All right, that spacing is also what you can use to compute the quantity of nails that is required. All right, so that most times you can just go by estimate. Okay, so that is for the nails. Okay, then the eave runs at the side. Okay, this way. So all you need to is to get the total length of this gut. Okay, the total length of this overall length, that is the perimeter of the building. Okay, that is when, not exactly the building, because the building there will be some projection. All right, that is if you're not doing, if it is not if it doesn't have a concrete fascia. Okay, so it means that you have to add 0.6, that is 600 millimeter both sides. Okay, both ways. So before you can now get the overall length. So when you get the overall length, you divide it by 1 if. Okay, the same thing as trimmer as well. Okay, all of this runs on this external of the roof. Okay, so the same, whatever you get here is what you also get here. That is what you also get here. So, but all you need to do, their lengths might differ. So it is their length now you use to divide the total length that you have gotten. Okay, the total perimeter of the roof. Okay, that is what you divide by the length of one of this to get the number, the quantity that you need for the roofing of the building. Okay, so this is how you can compute for the materials, the covering materials for our hip roof. All right, so at this point I'm going to pause here for today. Please do well to stick to Benjina Construction Lecture Hall for more vital information as regards to construction. Thank you very much and do have a wonderful day. Thank you.